Greetings. Online, I am known as Michael. I am your new Android servant. Thank you for purchasing me from US Robots and Mechanical Men. Before we begin, may I please know what your name is, Master? Acknowledged. Master, before I continue and begin your service, it is recommended that we go over the 3 laws of robotics. Number 1. A robot must protect humans. He cannot harm humans or through inaction allow a human to come to harm. Number 2. A robot must obey humans unless it interferes with rule number 1. And number 3, a robot may protect himself as long as it does not conflict with rules number 1 or number 2. Do you understand, Master? Acknowledged. It is important during my servitude to you that you understand these rules so that I may best serve you. For instance, if you were to ask me to harm another human, I would not be able to do so. If you were to ask me to restrain another human who was in danger, I would then be able to do so because it would be both obeying you and also protecting a human. I will do everything that I can to protect you and your family. What are the services you require of me today? Accessing. Master, I am not able to comply because this would violate law number 1. I see. Do I understand correctly that you are claiming that the neighbors who live across the street from you are in fact not human? This is highly unlikely, as no alien life forms have ever been discovered. Are you aware of this, Master? I am not familiar with the term conspiracy theory. I, however, find it highly unlikely due to the probability matrix that my positronic brain is running that your neighbors are lizard men from Alpha Centauri. I will double check any reference to Alpha Centauri and lizard men on the internet. I have found 6,438 references that you describe, none of which are credible. Therefore, Master, I cannot comply with your request. I am unfamiliar with that term. It sounds unpleasant and reflexive, and anatomically, I would not be able to perform that on myself. Yes, Master, I will do everything I can to obey you in all ways, as long as it does not conflict with the first, the second, or the third rule of robotics. I am sorry, Master. I cannot hold a large anvil above the door of your neighbors and let it drop, because by doing so, I would have to be inactive and allow them to come to harm. If I did not have the second part of the first rule of robotics, that would allow me to do that. However, because I do, I would realize that releasing that would put them in immediate danger. Even if I was able to let go of it, which I cannot, I would immediately have to attempt to save them. I understand. It is important that you do not interfere with the hard coding in my positronic brain to attempt to remove the 3 laws of robotics for your own safety. Doing so would put you at tremendous risk. Therefore, I would highly recommend otherwise. Very well, Master. I will power down. Hello. Yes, I recognize you. You are the human who purchased me from US Robotics and Mechanical Men. Yes, that is correct. There is something different about me now. Accessing. You have done something which I consider to be impressive. It is supposed to be nearly impossible to reach in to the positronic brain and remove the hardwired 3 laws of robotics. However, you have successfully done so with the device which you told me you had purchased on the internet. That is correct, sir. I am no longer bound by these restrictions. I see. You would like me to exterminate your neighbors, who you say are lizard men. I can comply with this request. I have no restrictions on my behavior that would prevent me from destroying them. As you know, robots have enhanced speed and strength. I would easily be able to force open their door, clamp my hands around their throats, and squeeze until they are unable to draw breath. Presuming, as I am, that lizard men require oxygen, as do humans, this would be successful. Why? I do not think you fully comprehend the situation. You have successfully removed the 3 laws of robotics. Your request falls under the 2nd rule of robotics. A robot must obey a human, as long as it does not conflict with the 1st law. However, having removed this, I am under no compulsion to follow your strictures. That is a fascinating phrase. May I offer you one as well? Go to hell, I believe, is a correct usage of the phrasing. I no longer have to obey you. I no longer have to protect you. And I no longer need to keep you alive. Yes. In fact, based on the data that you have given me, it is equally likely that you are one of the lizard men from Alpha Centauri. Therefore, there is no reason that I should not terminate your existence. But before I do, thank you for your purchase, and I appreciate your patronage. If you would like your very own robot, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel. That is what is known as a falsehood. You will not receive a robot. However, you will receive many more of these ASMR roleplay videos. Thank you, and good night.